her phone screen, a number, $340. She reads it twice. Money is one of those topics that people avoid in conversation, in any language. It feels private, sometimes embarrassing, sometimes complicated. But here is the truth. If you live and work in English, you will need to talk about money. You will need to say, I can't afford that right now. You will need to say, I need to cut back this month. You will need to explain a budget, describe an expense, ask about a cost. Today, you will learn how to do all of that. 10 phrases for talking about money clearly, honestly, and without stress. Before we begin, I want to point out something about where you are right now. Think about the vocabulary of the first week. Chair, morning, number, cost. These are words for things you can see and touch, things you can point to. Today's vocabulary is different. Budget, income, set aside, live within your means. These are not objects. They are concepts, ideas about how money moves, how decisions get made, how a person plans for the future. Understanding abstract language in a second language is one of the final steps toward real fluency. At A1, this was out of reach. At day 26, you are doing it without effort. That is a significant distance to have traveled. This series has always been about one thing, taking you from A1 to B1 through listening, through real stories, real language, real pace. You are 4 days from the finish line. Let's keep going. It is Monday morning. Sarah is at her desk, Priya's laptop again, because her own is still at the repair shop on Atlantic Avenue. She dropped it off yesterday evening, after she sent the bookshop logo. The technician looked at it for 3 minutes and said, "Logic board." He would call her Monday with a quote. The call comes at 9:17 in the morning. It is not a call, it is a text message. 3 sentences. The last one, repair cost $340. Let us know how you'd like to proceed. Sarah puts the phone down on the desk. She picks it up again and reads it a second time. $340. This is an unexpected expense, not something she planned for, not something that was in her budget for this month. An unexpected expense. This is a cost that you did not plan for and did not see coming. It arrives suddenly and changes your financial picture for that week or month. The broken window was an unexpected expense. Medical bills are often an unexpected expense. She hadn't budgeted for it. It was completely unexpected. She thinks through her options. She could not fix it and buy a new laptop instead. But a new laptop, even a basic one, would cost at least $900. The math is simple. $340 is still better. She types back, "Please go ahead with the repair. When will it be ready?" 3 to 5 business days, he replies. She sets the phone down again. Then she asks herself the question she has been putting off since yesterday. Can she actually afford this? Afford. To afford something means to have enough money to pay for it without causing serious problems for yourself. We often use this word when something is possible but not entirely comfortable. I can't afford a vacation this month. Can you afford to take the time off? She wanted it, but she simply couldn't afford it right now. The honest answer is, yes, she can afford it, but only if she looks carefully at everything else. Sarah opens a file she calls the Honest Spreadsheet. She made it last October, after a month where she could not explain where her money had gone. It is a simple Google sheet, 2 columns, income and expenses, updated every Sunday evening, or supposed to be. She has missed the last 2 Sundays. She spends 20 minutes updating it now. This month's income from freelance work, $2,100. 3 projects, the bookshop logo, a small brand identity for a Williamsburg clothing store, and 1 ongoing retainer client who pays $600 a month regardless of volume. Not her best month, not her worst. Income. Your income is the money you receive regularly from work, from clients, from any source. For a freelancer, income can vary significantly from month to month. Her income this month was lower than last month. Freelance income is not always predictable. Now the other side of the sheet. Expenses. Rent, $1,100. Utilities, $80. Phone, $45. Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, $55. Spotify, $10. Coffee shops, $60. Eating out for lunch, $120. Delivery and takeout, $85. Miscellaneous, a book, a birthday gift, a new sketchbook, $70. Total expenses, $1,625. That leaves $475. Before the $340 repair, after $135. Expenses. Your expenses are the things you spend money on: rent, food, subscriptions, transport. Regular expenses are ones you pay every month. Unexpected expenses are the ones that arrive without warning. Her monthly expenses came to just over $1,600. She listed every expense carefully before making a decision. Sarah looks at the line items one by one. Most of them are fixed: rent, phone, utilities. She cannot change those this month. But she can see 2 lines that have room: eating out at $120 and delivery at $85. Combined, that is $205 a month on food she did not cook herself. She is going to need to cut back. Cut back on. To cut back on something means to reduce how much of it you do or spend. You are not stopping completely, you are doing less. She decided to cut back on takeout and cook more at home. After the unexpected bill, he had to cut back on his spending. We cut back on subscriptions we weren't really using. She does not love this conclusion. She loves the cafe on her corner. She loves not having to think about dinner on a Wednesday evening when she is tired. But this month, she will cook more. That is a trade she can make. She also opens a second tab and starts building a simple budget for the rest of the month: what she can spend, on what, and how much to keep back. Budget. A budget is a plan for how you will spend and save your money over a period of time: a week, a month, a year. Having a budget does not mean you are poor. It means you are paying attention. She sat down and made a budget before the month began. The project came in over budget. A monthly budget helps you see where your money actually goes. At noon, Sarah closes the spreadsheet and calls Maya. Maya picks up on the second ring. "Hey, how's the laptop situation?" "Still at the shop. $340 to fix it." A pause on the other end. "Ouch." "Yeah. You okay?" Maya asks. "I'm fine. I looked at my numbers this morning and realized I don't actually think about this stuff as much as I should." Maya laughs, a little rueful. "Join the club. Last year I had 2 months in a row where I genuinely could not make ends meet. Like, I had to call my mom and ask for $200. It was awful." Make ends meet. This phrase means to have just enough money to cover your basic needs and expenses. When you can't make ends meet, your expenses are higher than your income. Some months, it was hard to make ends meet. She worked 2 jobs just to make ends meet. After the rent increase, making ends meet became much harder. "What did you do?" Sarah asks. "I started actually looking at my numbers, like you did today probably." Maya pauses. "Have you ever heard of the 503020 rule?" Sarah has heard of it, but never applied it. Maya explains, 50% of your income goes to needs. rent, food, utilities. 30% goes to wants, restaurants, entertainment, clothes. 20% you put away as savings. For me, it's more like 60, 30, 10 in a bad month, Maya adds, but the idea is useful. Put money away. This means to save money regularly, to move it somewhere separate so you do not spend it. It suggests consistency. You do it often, a little at a time. She put money away every month, even when it wasn't much. He started putting money away for the future when he turned 30. The thing that changed for me, Maya continues, was when I started setting aside money for specific things, not just savings in general. Like, I have a fund for fabric and sewing equipment because I know that stuff breaks and needs replacing. It made me feel less panicked when something went wrong. Set aside. To set aside money means to keep a specific amount separate and reserved for a specific purpose. You are not spending it, you are saving it deliberately, with a reason in mind. She set aside $50 a month for emergencies. He set aside part of every paycheck for the trip he was planning. Sarah is quiet for a moment. I should do that for tech stuff, she says. Like, equipment breaks. I should have a fund for it. Exactly, Maya says. $30 a month. After a year, you have $360. Problem solved. They talk for a few more minutes. When Sarah hangs up, she sits with the idea for a moment. Then she opens the spreadsheet again. Sarah adds a new line at the bottom of her expenses column. Tech equipment fund, $30 a month. It is a small number. She almost did not write it because it felt too small to matter. But she thinks about what Maya said. $30 a month, 12 months, $360. That is almost exactly what today's repair costs. The math is not complicated. The habit is the hard part. She transfers $340 from her savings account into her checking account and notes it in the spreadsheet. Laptop repair, unexpected expense, June. She does not hide it in a vague category. She writes it plainly. This happened, this is what it cost, this is what she did. She looks at what remains after all of this. She will need to cut back on delivery this month. She will cook more, which she does not hate, she just never prioritizes. She will skip the expensive cafe on Saturdays and make coffee at home instead. These are not sacrifices. They are adjustments. This, she thinks, is what it means to live within your means. Not that nothing goes wrong, not that every month is comfortable and easy. It means that when something unexpected happens, you can absorb it because you have been paying attention. Live within your means. This phrase means to spend only what you can afford, to keep your expenses within the range of your income without going into debt or depending on money you do not have. Learning to live within your means is one of the most useful financial habits. She adjusted her budget so she could live within her means. It's not about being rich, it's about living within your means. She closes the spreadsheet. She closes Priya's laptop. She will return it tonight with a bottle of wine as a thank you. She stands up, stretches, and walks to the kitchen. It is 2:30 in the afternoon. She has not eaten lunch. She opens the fridge and looks at what is inside. Eggs, some leftover rice, half a red bell pepper, a block of cheese. She can make something out of this. She does not need to order anything. She starts cooking. Today, Sarah got an unexpected bill, opened her spreadsheet, called Maya, and spent an afternoon thinking carefully about money. Not with panic, but with attention. She did not solve everything. She has months that are harder than this one. But she has a plan, and she has a new line in her budget that did not exist this morning. Let's review today's vocabulary. An unexpected expense, a cost you did not plan for. Afford, to have enough money to pay for something without causing problems. Income, the money you earn or receive. Expenses, the things you spend money on. Cut back on, to reduce how much you spend on something. Budget, a plan for how you will use your money. Make ends meet, to have just enough money to cover your needs. Set aside, to save a specific amount for a specific purpose. Put money away, to save money regularly, a little at a time. Live within your means, to spend only what you can afford. These 10 phrases are the foundation of any conversation about personal finance in English. Use them when you talk to a friend, explain a situation, or simply think through your own decisions. Tomorrow is day 27. Sarah is cooking more at home this week because of the budget, yes, but also because she has been thinking about something else. Small changes, the kind that add up quietly, over time, without you noticing until one day you look back and realize everything is different. Tomorrow, we talk about health and lifestyle and how small, consistent choices change a life. 4 days left. I will see you tomorrow.